Okay, so what I have here is a follow-up activity to the listen and draw that we were doing with Chinese 1 just earlier today. So I collected their pictures, I scanned them, which in the scanner printer that I use is a really quick process, maybe less than a minute to get that in there. And then I just put it all as one big file as a PDF, scan them all in, and then I have been using screenshots so they turn into little individual pictures. So I can cut and paste very easily from the picture. If they give away, for example, some piece of information that I didn't want them to show in their picture, I can cut and paste around that. I can avoid their names so that they can remain anonymous when the pictures are shown on screen unless they want to tell people, things like that. So I'll demonstrate a few of the things that I would do as follow-up. One would be, first step here, review the details by looking at and discussing the pictures. So in Chinese, that's 看图说话. So we've got one here. So I could ask them all kinds of questions like, whose birthday is it? They would say, the moose's birthday. Where did the moose go? He went to Russia's Candyland. Of course, it's his birthday. How old is he? What about his dad? What about his mom? And then who are his friends? Things like that. So we've got lots of information on here with really cute little pictures. It's fun though to see not only the nice artistic ones, but also maybe a little simpler one. Here's the other storyline that we made up today, the second scene that we made. So we have Steve and Kenneth, the cats, up there at the top. Steve is 8, Kenneth is 3. Again, looking at this picture, we could say even things like, oh, where is the dad? Where's the mom? Where is Steve? Is this Steve or Kenneth? You know, that kind of question. As many and as varied a set of questions as you can think of, using those target structures as frequently as possible. And here's another one. Again, they crack up when they see these, when they see the little X's on the deceased parents of Kenneth and Steve. I know they're going to get a kick out of it. However, this student, even if they make a mistake, like for example, I think we decided that Douglas, the dad, was a moose. The mom was still a cat, but it looks like this is antlers over here on the mom. But work with it. So you can say, oh, in this picture, or oh, this mom is a moose. You know. Here's another one. And another one. So maybe I'd do 4 or 5 where we're just talking about things, pointing out things, comparing pictures, enjoying the silly sketches that they made. Another possibility is 对不对? Is this true or is it false? So 2 ways you could do that. Again, you could just say a statement if you're focusing on auditory input, or you could do what I did here. You're going to see text. This would be the first time these kids would see several of these words in print. They have, believe it or not, seen the word moose in print, but mom and dad they had not yet gotten. This class really had an interest in moose, so it came up rather early. So I have here 驼鹿很高兴. The moose is very happy. Now we can tell I've always matched my sentences to the actual picture, not the original description, but what did the child put in the picture. So trying to make it evident, matching the meaning of that sentence up with the fun picture here. So he's not that happy because his mom and dad went with him to Candyland along with his friends, right? That was the storyline. The second sentence, 爸爸妈妈跟他去了. Did mom and dad go with him? Or, well, that's the essence of what that statement's asking. So the first one would be false, the second one would be true. You could do this as kids talking with a partner and coming up with an answer. You could have them all individually vote. You could have them write down and do it as a quick quiz. So since these are new words that they haven't seen in print before, I'm aiming to hit those new words in print as much as possible. So here's another one, new sketch. Their parents are no longer here, which means they've passed away, and their dad's name is Kenneth. So we've got some details here. Kenneth is one of the little cats, which they might remember, but there's also Baba, Douglas here. And when you show it on screen, it should be big enough to see that. They didn't all eat birthday cake. In fact, they did, and here it is. So if they forgot the detail, again, that picture should show them. They put the meaning in their heads as we read and point to the words as we read it, and then they find their answer. And so on from here. There's another possibility. I'm trying to work with the what about particle, the ne particle in Chinese, so it's a question form. And in order to hit a lot of those questions, I'm going to add this approach. So I'll make a statement and then ask about some of the things in the pictures. I'm 14. What about the moose? What about the cat? And so I'm expecting now a little bit more conversational, not just a true false, but they're going to find where is that moose in Russia. There he is, turning 8 years old right there. And then the cats are 8 years old and 3. Likewise, I'll continue on with this, and we'll be doing a little comparing to, maybe I'd make a statement like, the cat's dad is named Douglas. What about the moose's dad? Oh, we don't know. Well, that's an okay answer to give too. So I hope this is helpful. It's a fun way to follow up, listen and draw with something building straight off of that, and also easily transitioning them into some steps with reading.